And a pleasant good evening to everybody. Welcome to Desert Mountain High School for exciting 2018 Desert Mountain Lacrosse on APN Sports. Tonight, they'll be taking on the 0-6 Pinnacle Patriots. I'm Jeff Lowry with APNvideo.com. It's going to be a beautiful night for Arizona High School lacrosse as the team is looking for their third consecutive victory. They've won 5 of their 6 games. On the other side, the Patriots come in with a record of 0-6. And they have really struggled this year, coming off a big loss last night to Desert Mountain. Final score was 12-3 Wolves. The Wolves are led by one of the top underclassmen in the state, and Dawson Benz. Sophomore attack leads the team in points this year with 16. And also one of the offensive leaders, Colin Eckhauser, a 4-year player who will be attending U of A next season, and he will be starting at one of the other attack positions. At midfield, the senior leader on the midfield, Logan Ritchie, and he's looking for a big game here tonight against a struggling Pinnacle Patriots team. The head coach is Zach Mendoza. He is in his 4th year of coaching the program, and this is his first year as head coach. And a special thanks to both David and Candace Benz. That's David there with the number 44 on the jacket. As you get a look at the 2018 Desert Mountain Wolves, they've got their sights set on winning a championship here in Division II. So when we come back from North Scottsdale, all the exciting play-by-play action of Desert Mountain Lacrosse. This is APNvideo.com. And welcome back to Desert Mountain High School. We're getting set to go here with a pregame tradition. And let's watch as the Desert Mountain Wolves get set to take on the Pinnacle Patriots. All right, Zach Mendoza's team fired up, and they are going to be in search of their 6th victory of the season against only 1 loss. We mentioned that was a couple of weeks ago against Notre Dame Prep. Let's give you the starting lineups for Zach Mendoza, Dylan Weaver, and Alex Potter, the 3 coaches for this team. First, for visiting Pinnacle, they'll start out with the goalie, John Hart. Their defense, led by Matt Disler, Cannon, and Garino. The midfield is Andrew Brooks, Ian Little, Dylan Anderson, and Jack Havener, Tyler Cass, and Noah Nelson are the starting attack for the visiting Pinnacle Patriots. So we're getting set for the opening face-off. The Patriots are 0-6, Desert Mountain 5-1. They've got Ryan James, an outstanding goalie. And the opening face-off is going to go to Desert Mountain, and this game is underway. Let's give you the starters for the Desert Mountain Wolves playing here at home, coming off a win last night over the very same team. And Ryan James in goal. The defense, Carlson, Lala, Miller, Ritchie, Zucker, and Thompson are the 3 midfielders. And at attack for the Wolves, Friedland, Dawson Benz, and Colin Eckhauser. And we got a turnover here, and now Desert Mountain working in transition. You're watching APM Video Sports in our coverage of the 2018 Desert Mountain Wolves. No score, we're in the first quarter. Desert Mountain coming out in the, I guess, I don't know, kind of a burgundy, all burgundy with the all dark navy blue Pinnacle uniforms. So they're trying to get on the board first, and an outstanding save by John Hart as the shot came from the angle. And, well, we're still scoreless here in quarter number 1. Lead it up ahead. Quickly getting it into the offensive half is the Pinnacle Patriots. They're led by the ball carrier, Andrew Brooks. Work it back over to Nelson. Now they'll attack from the wing. Now a loose ball, unsettled out front, and it looks like Pinnacle's going to pick the ball up. We're just a couple of minutes into the contest, The Desert Mountain Wolves are on the air on APN Video Sports. Again, a special thanks goes out to Candace and David Benz for setting things up. High shot, first shot taken by Pinnacle, and it's high. Ryan James is going to be a tough nut to crack here in goal for the Desert Mountain Wolves. Of course, the offense led by leading scorer Dawson Benz. He has 16 varsity points this year, but has played only 4 of the 6 games according to the statistics. So a scoreless tie here in the first in our season premiere of Desert Mountain Lacrosse. Now the dodge coming up top, and a nice check from behind, and a good defensive play there. That was Aiden Stockman, who did not get the start. He is one of the sophomore midfielders, second year with the program, and this one turned away. The inner defense led by Sebastian Carlson, 49, for Desert Mountain. So the Wolves right now losing, I guess, for whatever it's worth, the time of possession game. Pinnacle has controlled the ball for the most part of the first 3 minutes. Here's a bounce shot that's going to be wide to the right. Restart belongs to Pinnacle. Closest player to the ball when it goes out of play will get the possession for that team. So Alex Blandford starting to dodge. He frees up the right hand, and, well, he was off a little bit there. Good defense. Logan Ritchie was all over him. We are in the 4th minute of play here. First quarter action. Pinnacle Patriots and the Desert Mountain Wolves. On APN Video Sports. Here's the dodge coming out of X. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Desert Mountain, good defense, and now with a loose ball up front, and Desert Mountain's going to get the ground ball, and they get back into transition quickly, and they get the tap. So they'll get it into the box. Now they can set up their 6-on-6 offense in this scoreless tie, as we are just inside the 8-minute mark here in quarter number 1. Well, Zach Mendoza, the head coach, in his 4th year of coaching the program and his first year as head coach. Here's the dodge coming from the left side, and now a backward pass, and Desert Mountain is on the board. Outstanding job, and an assist coming from Colin Eckhauser. And with 7:44 left to go, it's a 1-0 lead for Desert Mountain on a tremendous job finding Sam Friedland. There was a little overcommit on the Pinnacle defense, so Friedland scores on the assist from Eck and from X. And our second face-off of the day. So Desert Mountain leads it 1-0, and they get the second face-off win, and that'll even things up at 1 apiece in face-off X.
Flag down.
So Desert Mountain leads it 1-0, looking for more, and at the doorstep, he was wide open. What a tremendous job, and again, a little breakdown on the defense, and getting the score this time is Logan Ritchie. That'll make it a 2-0 lead here for Desert Mountain with 7:09 left to go here in the opening quarter. So Desert Mountain failed to score through the first 4 minutes and 16 seconds of this game, but they have put 2 points up on the board over the last 36 seconds, and they're going to get the face-off win here. Jeff Lowry with you from Desert Mountain High School, and here they go, back in transition. Here's the shot, and it's 3-0, Desert Mountain. What a tremendous job on the clear, Max Peckham, the senior captain who will be attending ASU, came to Arizona in his sophomore year, and he scores at the 6:53 mark. So Peckham scores, and Desert Mountain, after failing to score over the first 4 minutes and 16 seconds, they have reeled off 3 straight within a minute. unleashing an avalanche of scoring here in the first quarter, and they lead visiting Pinnacle by a score of 3-0. Probably should have had a hold there. No call by the official.
Flag down.
And yes, we are going to get the call. I didn't see the flag, so a hold. That's going to be a 30-second technical foul against the Desert Mountain Wolves. And that'll put Pinnacle in a 6-on-5 offense. Man-up situation for the Patriots. A 3-0 start, and a good start here on APN for the Desert Mountain Wolves. So 6-on-5, Patriots in a man-up situation. That could have busted it right there. And now a loose ball all the way up towards midfield. And it's still unsettled, and they're going to say offsides. And now Desert Mountain with a chance, as Pinnacle does get back well on defense here. Had a chance maybe to come up with a quick score there, maybe a quick shot. But a good job there by the Pinnacle Patriots getting back on the defensive side. So there's Eckhauser playing catch out front with Ritchie. Work it to the wing, and now back over to X. Quickly out front, and another assist. And this time it's Kyle Kramer finding the promised land. Eckhauser with the assist. That's his second assist of the day. The score comes by Kramer. 5:23 left to play here in quarter number 1, and it's all Desert Mountain. They lead it by a score of 4-0 here on APN Video Sports. So another face-off, and this time it's won by Pinnacle. I believe it is a 3-2 advantage in face-off wins so far. Here's a shot taken. Looked like Cass. It was at point-blank range, and an outstanding save by Ryan James, and now the clear. So a great start here for the Wolves. They lead it by a score of 4-0. Quickly into the offensive half, but it looked like it might have been broken up, possibly taking his eye off the ball there. They'll try to work it around, and they will kind of settle in here. Stockman up front. Well, 4 different Desert Mountain Wolves have scored in this game, and I think from a coaching standpoint, that's got to make Zach Mendoza extremely pleased that they're really spreading the offense and working the ball extremely well when they're in their settled offense. Now the dodge coming from the wing and turned away. Good job by John Hart. Now a quick restart here by the Wolves. Thought about taking a shot, instead finds the open man, and that is Dawson Benz. Excellent job and a good choice by Ben Zucker not to take the shot. And it's 5-0 in favor of Desert Mountain. That comes at the 4:06 mark. Benz with his first goal of the year, or of the game, his 17th point of the season. Zucker, his first point of the day, comes on an assist, and it's 5-0 in favor of the Wolves. Face-off win for Desert Mountain. Quickly get it into the attack zone. They've already got the tap. They got it into the box, and a nice ground ball by Friedland. Working from the wing, trying to find a cutter. Couldn't do it. Get it out top. And here's Ritchie going to work. So a 5-0 lead for the Wolves here in quarter number 1 as we are approaching the 3-minute mark. And we're going to get a trip, most likely a push from behind, and this is going to be a 30-second technical foul, and that's going to be considered a push. I don't know why it wasn't a trip, but nonetheless, it's 5-0, and now Desert Mountain is in a man-up situation. Here's Ritchie pulling the trigger, and kind of a soft shot that time. Backed up nicely by, well, is this going to be Pinnacle ball, or yep, it is Pinnacle's possession. So a good job by the Patriots backing up the shot. Loose ball at midfield. Got to be careful of an offsides here, and now a push from behind. and bodies flying all over the place. You could see that Sam Friedland wanted the call. They're going to give the possession to Desert Mountain. And now Benz, nice little roll dodge that time, and he took a big shot. He's got a very powerful shot, and this time with the right hand, no good. But once again, Desert Mountain doing a good job chasing the shot. They lead it 5-0 here. We're in quarter number 1. Arizona Lacrosse League action, and you're watching the Desert Mountain Wolves on the home of the Wolves, 8PN video. Excellent save that time by John Hart. So John Hart continues to make some impressive saves for his team, even though they trail 5-0. Desert Mountain will restart it with Benz. Scored his first goal at the 4:06 mark, gets the hands free, and even though Hart got a piece of it, he gets in there with a strong left hand. His second goal of the contest. He has scored the last 2 for Desert Mountain. And here at the 2:11 mark here in quarter number 1, it is now a 6-0 lead for Desert Mountain. How about that? All right, so a face-off win. They've been pretty even in face-off wins so far. So a 6-0 lead. 5 different players have scored goals for Desert Mountain here in the first. And they have taken a commanding 6-0 lead here inside of 2 minutes left to play here in the first. Shot taken. You got some good inside defense led by 93 Eric Miller, CJ Lala, Sebastian Carlson. Getting a wide shot here at Desert Mountain High School. The Wolves now in possession and looking to clear. They got 20 seconds to get it across the mid-stripe, and then another 10 seconds from that point to get it into the attack zone. So here's a turnover, and now Pinnacle trying to capitalize and get on the board for the first time. Nice dodge, but better defense inside. Tremendous job, and led by number 43, CJ Lala. Now Pinnacle will settle back in. Pinnacle coming in with a record of 0-6. Their next 3 games will be against Notre Dame Prep, Mountain Point, and Sabino. Here's a shot, and this will be the first goal of the contest for the Pinnacle Patriots. So a nice over-the-head shot. Andrew Brooks finds the back of the cage. And for the first time, they are on the board, and it's 6-1 here in the first. Face-off win. And I believe we're all even at 4 apiece in face-off X. Good ball rotation, but the last pass was not very good. Here's a trip. And a nice job out there by the goalie getting back there quickly. There is a flag down. This ought to be, well, they're going to call a cross-check. And this is probably going to go against number 43, Andrew Brooks, one of their team captains. So Desert Mountain will restart it as we approach the end of quarter number 1. So a 6-1 lead for Desert Mountain. See if they can add one more to the tally before the end of the first period. And that is going to be the end of the first period. With the score, Desert Mountain 6, Pinnacle 1. You're watching APN Video Sports. Jeff Lowry back here from Desert Mountain High School. Zach Mendoza, the head coach, assisted by Dylan Weaver and Alex Potter. All 3 coaches played here at Desert Mountain. So as night has descended upon North Scottsdale, we go to the second quarter of play, and you're watching the 2018 Desert Mountain Wolves on APN Sports. As Desert Mountain now moving from left to right on your screen, takes the first shot of the second quarter and comes up empty-handed. Desert Mountain taking the shot, and they get it. That is going to make it a 7-1 game, and for Peckham, his second of the day. So they scored the first 6 points of the day. Peckham with his second goal. He's got 2. Benz has 2. Eckhauser with 2 assists. Kramer and Ritchie and Friedland round out the scoring. And who wants this unsettled ball as the scrum continues? And this is a Desert Mountain face-off win. Second quarter action. Jeff Lowry with you, APN Video Sports. The lone score for the Pinnacle Patriots came from captain and midfielder Andrew Brooks. Desert Mountain taking the shot, turned away nicely by Hart, and he will corral it before it rolls back into the cage as the Desert Mountain Wolves lead it by a score of 7-1. Desert Mountain Wolves on APN Sports in our season premiere of Wolves Lacrosse. Good clear that time by Pinnacle. And they'll quickly get it down, and an excellent pass, but it was Noah Nelson's shot that was going to be considered a save by Ryan James. Pinnacle will retain possession. Their varsity team coming off a loss at the hands of the Chaparral Firebirds on Saturday. And this Pinnacle team is kind of a mixture there. A lot of the players came over from the Horizon Huskies lacrosse program. And now they are kind of combined efforts here. And they boast 3 teams, along with the Division II, the Division I. But some of those guys that are on the varsity team are playing here today. So a 7-1 lead for the Wolves here in quarter number 2. It's been a long, deliberate possession here by the Pinnacle Patriots. Good check over there on the far side. Will this lead to a turnover? And excellent job by Dawson Benz, but it can't get the ground ball. Still loose, and now picked up there by Desert Mountain. And here they come. They get it stripped away from them. 3 players, a good ride that time by the Pinnacle Patriots. And are they going to get the possession? They will. Excellent, excellent job that time by the Patriots. And now quickly into the offensive half. Here comes the dodge from the wing. The extra pass broken up inside. Nice job. Should be a flag there on Andrew Brooks. No call. And now we got a whistle down. And they do, in fact, have a flag down on the field. And this will probably be an unnecessary roughness. And there was the call. And it will go against Andrew Brooks. So we'll restart it at midfield. There's the tap. And now Desert Mountain with a chance to go up by 7. They have led 6-0, 7-1. 6 is their biggest lead of the game. Here's the inside presence of Benz, and he gets the feed from the opposite side. That was Sam Friedland, and it is now 8-1 in favor of the Wolves. Benz has a hat trick. That comes at the 8:23 mark here in quarter number 2. So Friedland with 2 points in the game. It is an 8-1 lead for Desert Mountain here on their home turf at Desert Mountain High School. We're in Northeast Scottsdale. And a face-off win. They own a 6-4 advantage there. Here's an opportunity, and he goes top shelf, and he's found the promised land. That's Nick O'Kane getting the face-off win, and then he takes it to the house, and it's 9-1. Timeout on the field. We'll be back in just a moment. Jeff Lowry back here from Desert Mountain High School, and it has been all Wolves so far. Desert Mountain owning a 9-1 advantage in face-off X. Another unsettled ball. Ritchie out there battling. Here's good hustle on the far side. A little tough to see the numbers from here. And it looks like this is going to be given back to Pinnacle. Well, they've done a fairly decent job in face-off X. They dominated time of possession early, which doesn't always mean anything. And now Pinnacle looking to score, and they do. And that was just a great, great clear that time. And the end result is a goal by Dylan Anderson. So that'll make it a 9-2 game. Pinnacle on the board for the second time. The largest lead of the game was, well, right before that last goal by Pinnacle of 8 for Desert Mountain, who scored the game's first 6 points. And here's a big-time face-off win. Nice try there, nice effort on the Pinnacle side, but then they promptly throw it away, so they haven't been able to really take care of the ball here. And now on the restart, here is Ben Zucker, the face-off, get-off midfielder at times, and the outstanding freshman, number 4. And a trip from behind, and we're going to get a stop and play, and this is going to be a hold. So that'll be a 30-second technical foul. This will put Desert Mountain in a man-up situation for the 3rd time in this game. Take the shot. Why not? Got the right hand. The hands were clear. And really like taking candy from a baby that time. And the score belongs to Sam Friedland. So Friedland with a couple of goals. Desert Mountain now leads it by a score of 10-2. Second quarter action, and give them another face-off win. I'll tell you what, this Desert Mountain offense working on all 8 cylinders here. And, of course, when your leading scorer is named after a great sports car, kind of goes without saying. They come up empty-handed offensively here, and now looking to clear. Good defense, good ride that time by the defense of the Wolves. And now a ground ball by Rosenblatt, but then he turns it over. Picked up there by Ian Little, one of their top midfielders, but then Desert Mountain takes it away and comes right back. But there is a whistle and an interference or a push. I didn't see the call. And with the score 10-2, we're in quarter number 2. It has been all Desert Mountain. Well, there is a flag down on the play. Now the dodge coming, and they will break that one up. Good defense by Desert Mountain. We're going to get an offsides, a technical, and this is against, of course, Desert Mountain and the defense and Sam Friedland. So if you're on the defense and you're offsides, it's a 30-second technical foul. If you're on offense, it's a play-on infraction, I guess is what you would call it. So this is a second man-up situation for the Patriots. Good look there. Shot too high, taken by Brooks, who has one of their 2 goals here tonight. Pinnacle was backing up the shot. They're going to get an opportunity here, try to go bottom shelf. That got a piece of one of the midfielders. And now Desert Mountain is in transition. Picking up the ball, get it into the box. And a 10-2 second quarter lead. Desert Mountain has gotten goals from Benz. He has 3 of them here today. Peckham with 2 and Friedland with 2. Now the dodge, the angle dodge, and get the hands free, and the big-time shot, and it's Ritchie, his second goal of the contest. Unassisted goal for Ritchie. Desert Mountain now up 11-2. This is their biggest lead of the game of 9. What a job that time by Ritchie. And the slide was not there defensively for Pinnacle. Face-off win. And a missed shot by the Wolves. Wolves will have it on the restart. So Ritchie's shot came at the 4:33 mark. Here's an opportunity, and a nice save that time by John Hart. 11-2, Desert Mountain Wolves are on the air on APN Video Sports. Now we're going to get a stop and play. I think they want to restart this a little closer to the crease. As we're coming up on the 3-minute mark here in quarter number 2. And this one turned away. And a nice ground ball there by Pinnacle. We don't have a 76. Yeah, we do. Rafael Masella, who's had a couple of really good ground balls in this game, number 76. Pinnacle gets it into the offensive half. Led by Jack Havener. And Jack throws this one away, and that might have been more fault on Tyler Cass. So now Desert Mountain will try to bring it out of their own half. Leading by 9. This is their biggest lead of the contest. Broken up at midfield. And a nice job out front. And a good job of keeping that one alive. That was Ben's. But it's going to turn the ball over back to Pinnacle. Second quarter action. Desert Mountain leads it 11-2. Pinnacle will have the possession inside of 3 minutes left to play here in the first half. Desert Mountain coming in with a record of 5-1. Their next game will be at Pecos Field as they shoot and score again. And what a night so far. A big first half for Benz. That is his 4th goal of the contest, and the lead is extended to 10. And now we'll have a running clock as long as there's a 10-point lead. So Benz scores for the 4th time here tonight. And Desert Mountain leads it by a score of 12-2. So a very impressive play there. So Dawson's score comes at the 2:35 mark. As we approach this 2-minute warning here, you know, you don't have a 2-minute warning in lacrosse, and that shot is going to be turned away. And Ryan James getting the job done. Good interior defense. And guess who was backing up the shot? It was Desert Mountain. So we're in a continuous clock here. And once again, we would like to thank the Desert Mountain Lacrosse family for allowing us to be a part of your 2018 season. Our first game for the Desert Mountain Wolves on APN Video Sports. And it has been all Wolves in this one. The Pack getting it done here tonight. No question about it. Well, pretty good ground ball there by Pinnacle. Chris Thomas, or check that, Charles Thomas with a nice clear, and they'll settle in. Down to the last minute of play. Both teams even 6-6 on the offensive side, or 10-10 if you count the defense and the goalie. Desert Mountain scored 6 unanswered goals to start the contest and lead it 12-2. Big shot from downtown Scottsdale and turned away by Ryan James. Excellent job. Desert Mountain looking to clear. Ben Zucker walking the dog there as he gets it into the offensive half, and they'll settle in, and they'll probably try to set up the final shot of this first half.
30.
And another
24.
goal. They just continue 11. To pour it on. This time the score belongs to Nick O'Kane. He gets the assist from Max Peckham, his 3rd point of the day. And just like that, it is now 13-2. Wow, what an impressive game. Jeff Lowry back here from Desert Mountain High School. (13-2) in favor of Desert Mountain, and it has been impressive. So we are now in quarter number 3. Desert Mountain, as I mentioned in that first half, reeling off the first 6 points of the contest, and right now leading at 13-2. Face-offs were pretty even in that first half, and so many times I think when you're and obviously Desert Mountain would be definitely a notch above what Pinnacle has brought this year, and indicative of the last 2 games. I mean, they beat them 12-3 last night. Here is another save. Ryan James getting it done. As Desert Mountain tries to clear it out of their own half. Loose ball, and that's going to be a turnover. So give it back to Pinnacle, who trails at 13-2. So they have been outscored by Desert Mountain 25-5 over the last 2 nights. James again on the save for the Wolves. The Wolves' next game will be played at Pecos Field against the Mountain Point Pride. And a loose ball picked up here, and now Pinnacle on the attack. Get it in the attack zone, the big left, and James, a tough nut to crack here in quarter number 3. And the quick clear, and Desert Mountain, who has outscored Pinnacle in these 2 games, last night and here again tonight, by a score of 25-5. And a lot of times when you're facing a team that, you've got definitely a distinct advantage over, like we've seen here the last 2 nights with Desert Mountain, face-off wins not necessarily a vital thing to do or have a lot of success. But a lot of times, if you are an inferior team, as Colin Eckhauser has scored again. That is Eckhauser's first goal of the contest. It comes at the 8:53 mark, and that makes it a score of 14-2. We're in a continuous clock here. And this is going to be a face-off win here for Desert Mountain, who leads it by a score of 14-2, scoring the first 6 points of the game. And since then, they have outscored Pinnacle 8-2. It has been just a totally dominant game here. Stockman swimming through the defense. He got a little pipe city that time. The long rebound, and there's going to be a missed shot there. Once again, Max Peckham, one of the senior leaders, the midfielder. He'll be attending Arizona State University next season. On the restart, good takeaway that time. That's a fine play by Ian Little, who is definitely one of the true leaders on this Pinnacle team here in 2018. So a nice clear, gets it to Brooks. He's maybe their best player. He swims through the defense. He goes top shelf, and they're on the board for the 3rd time here tonight. It's 14-3 with the running clock. That comes at the 7:15 mark here in quarter number 3. So that was a very impressive move by Brooks. He is the only player on Pinnacle that has more than one win, or one goal, I should say, as we battle here in the 3rd. 14-3 in favor of Desert Mountain. 6 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock. Ground ball picked up there by Havener. Havener will tap it in there. I thought they had already established that. I'm surprised that wasn't a failure to advance. Now the dodge up high. 33 will pull it out. 33 is Aiden Brown, and here is their top scorer, Andrew Brooks, going to work, and he has scored 2 in a row, and that makes it 14-4. So Brooks starting to take over this game here from an offensive standpoint. He's got a hat trick. 2 very impressive dodges by Andrew Brooks. In fact, he took on a couple of defenders, and the slide was a little late. Nonetheless, as we are inside the 5-minute mark, and who wants this face-off win? They continue to battle for it, and it is going to be, well, I don't know who it's going to be. It's going to be Pinnacle this time. Nice takeaway on the far side by Desert Mountain. I think that was CJ over there. Good job by him. And a scoring opportunity, and the shot is going to be wide. Good effort by Max Peckham. Now look at CJ over there. 4-year player, was on the 2015 D2 state championship team. And he'll be attending U of A next year and playing for Matt Blamey. That is a game that we'll be covering U of A tomorrow night. Here's a shot and another score for Desert Mountain. This time off the bench, Oliver Rosenberg, and the assist belongs to Zucker. 15-4 in favor of Desert Mountain with 3:20 left to go. Another face-off win for Desert Mountain. They've got a slight advantage here. What a ground ball that time by Carlson. Excellent job getting the clear. We're inside a 3-minute mark here in quarter number 3. Now Desert Mountain slowing things down. Just an absolutely beautiful night for Arizona lacrosse. Test. Here's the dodge coming from the left side, and that's a save turned in by the goalie John Hart, who at times has been very impressive. Now at midfield. Unsettled ball. And who wants it? It's going to be the Wolves. Excellent job by Eckhauser. He'll be attending U of A. We'll have the Grand Canyon U of A game tomorrow on APN Sports, our live feed from Sitton Field. So those of you who want to check that out, we'll start at 7 o'clock. We're going to get a technical foul, and this is going to be the 4th time that actually they called 2 fouls. So this is a 6-on-4 for Desert Mountain.
6-on-4.
So let's see if they can capitalize. They do. And another I'm so impressed with Desert Mountain's ability to really move the ball around. That was Ritchie finding Peckham at the 2-minute mark. So Peckham scores, and that is the end of quarter number 3. We head to the 4th. This is APN Video Sports. Well, Peckham has had a big game here. He has 3 goals. He's got 1 assist, on the day. We go to the fourth and final period of play, and it has just been a very enjoyable game here, especially if you're a Desert Mountain Wolves lacrosse fan. So we go to the fourth period. Face-off win for Pinnacle. And they are down 16-4 here on APN Sports. So fourth quarter action. And this is the part of the game. You've got a big lead. You've controlled this entire game. And right now, if you're Coach Mendoza, you want to see things like you just saw there. Hard defense. Nick O'Kane doing a great job. He has scored several points here tonight. You want to see the effort as Altholz is back in there. And another job, nice job by the goalie of the Desert Mountain Wolves. Let's see if the Wolves can add on to a 12-goal lead. Here's the shot, and it's Benz again. What a night for Dawson. That is goal number 5. And it is now 17-4. We're in a running clock. That came right around the 10:50 mark. What a night for Benz. He's got 5. Stay with us. At the conclusion of this game, we'll have post-game interviews with the Desert Mountain Wolves. Well, I guess at this point in the game, I think it would be interesting to throw out the 2018 Division II Arizona Lacrosse League standings. And at the top, it's Oro Valley, a team that Desert Mountain will play on the final day of the regular season. Campo Verde, 7-1 by way of record, is second. And then there's Catalina Foothills and Desert Mountain tied for third. Both teams own a 5-1 record. Of course, Desert Mountain will be 6-1 by the end of this game. And then pulling up the rears, the final 4 spots, is the big right-handed shot taken way out top by Ben Zucker. And he comes up empty-handed, but Desert Mountain was backing up the play as they lead at 17-4 here in the fourth. You got Mountain Point 3-3. That is the next opponent for the Desert Mountain Wolves. Then Mountain View 2-5. Notre Dame 2-5, and Chandler is 2-6. Big right-handed shot, turned away, rebound Desert Mountain. They try to rake it in there, get the ball out of X. Now they'll work the offense up top. A wing dodge, the pass. I believe, I can't tell the number over there. There's really some dark spots on this field. Now the dodge. Out front, oh man, that was an outstanding pass. Working without the ball well was Friedland, but I think quite possibly Alec Cannon might have gotten the face, one of the defensive players for Pinnacle who disrupted that one. Apparently not, because it is Pinnacle's possession here. We're in a continuous clock. Stay with us. At the conclusion of this game, we'll have post-game interviews with the winning Wolves.
Offside.
And their season premiere on APN Video Sports. Now the restart. Here's Desert Mountain. Good job. You got the pole out there, getting that one across the mid stripe. And a nice clear, a very nice clear by Desert Mountain. Let's see if he will pull the trigger. He does. He pulls the trigger out of X. And a beautiful dodge that time by Ritchie. And Ritchie has his 3rd goal of the contest. And with 7 minutes and 10 seconds on the clock, it is now 18-4. Well, it has definitely been a very fun night here. So Logan Ritchie, the 4-year player, will be attending ASU, studying aeronautical management with a focus on professional flight. Desert Mountain with a 3 advantage, plus 3 in face-off wins. Ben's out there hustling. Little trail check there. Good job and a nice clear so far for Havener, though he runs out of bounds. He ran out of real estate, and I'm not sure why he took that path, but now they're saying it's going to be Pinnacle's ball, and not sure why. Maybe it was last touch by Desert Mountain. So Havener will try to restart it, and Pinnacle will try to get a point or two up here on the board before the end of regulation. We're in the fourth quarter. Inside of 5 minutes left to play here, and it has been all Desert Mountain. They lead it by a score of 18-4. And again, stay with us. We'll have interviews with the winning Desert Mountain Wolves, who will go to 6-1 by way of record. Kind of unusual. I was going to say something about this at the top of the broadcast. That could have been warding easily on Andrew Brooks. We got to stop and play, and let's get the call here. Looks like maybe a cross check against Desert Mountain. That will put Pinnacle up in the man up situation. They have been in that situation 3 times, while Desert Mountain has had 4. And it's going to go against Matt Blaze, the senior midfielder. This is his first year. He also plays varsity soccer. He's probably a little more known for his soccer expertise and skills. So a man-up situation here for Pinnacle, but this one is in the old deep freeze for Desert Mountain. They're going to go to 6-1 and temporarily occupy the number 3 spot in the D2 rankings, depending on what Catalina Foothills is doing in their next game. And they will play Desert Mountain, that is, their next game against 3-3 Mountain Point. So the victory here tonight puts them 2.5 games of Mountain Point. And you obviously want to host that first round game. Here's a dodge. Nice job. Face dodge. Turned away once, and maybe even twice, was Ryan James, the outstanding goalie. What a sensational job. He's done it again. Well, Pinnacle relentless in a man-up situation here. And the quick outlet, and now Desert Mountain. Is this a timeout? Nope. I don't know why they blew the whistle. And a bit of confusion out there. I don't know why the official blew the whistle. Anyway, Pinnacle coming down. Good, strong, over-the-top shot by second-year player who played goalie last year, Aiden Stockman. So here in the fourth quarter, as we wind down the 7th game of the season for the Desert Mountain Wolves, they lead it 18-4. Our season premiere on apnvideo.com. Errant pass. I think that's going to give it back to Pinnacle. That was not a pass. And we're down to the final 2 minutes left to play here. Again, a special thanks to Desert Mountain lacrosse team and head coach Zach Mendoza, David Benz, Candace Benz. I noticed Emmett Mitchell, a longtime member of the Arizona Lacrosse League, is still part of the program according to the website. I didn't see Emmett out here tonight, but known Emmett for many, many years, as this pass will turn it back over to Desert Mountain as we are coming up on the 1-minute mark here. The 7th game of the season is going to go to Desert Mountain, and they have the 14-goal lead here. Inside a minute left to play. Josh McCrae has checked into the lineup for Coach Mendoza, Coach Weaver, and Coach Potter. Dylan Weaver played lacrosse for Desert Mountain from 2006. As Ben's looking for another one. He's got 5 tonight. This is his 3rd year coaching the program. Dylan attended U of A and studied economics. Alex Potter played here. As the dodge and the shot, a bounce shot that goes right over the top. And we're going to get a flag down on the play, and this is going to be an illegal body check. So another man-up situation. 5 man-up situations here tonight as Desert Mountain just wants to run out the clock. And the zeros are on the board. It was an impressive win tonight. They do it 18-4. as Desert Mountain goes to 6-1 on the regular season. Well, the Pinnacle Patriots dropped to 0-7, a tough loss for them. And just a very impressive showing, a great team effort. A lot of unselfish play out there, especially on offense,
My name's
for the
Ryan.
Wolves.
Dawson.
Max.
I'm Colin Eckhauser.
I'm Tyler.
All right, Tyler, congratulations, 18-4. You beat these guys, I think, earlier this year convincingly, but, man, what was the difference? You put 18 points on the board tonight.
So we really did strongly as we worked on our slides very much. So our slides were a lot more fast and they're more ready, so we were a lot more prepared defensively.
Okay.
Yeah. In my personal opinion, we played as a family. We played as a brotherhood, and everyone moved the ball, got that extra assist, and, you know, that's just how lacrosse is supposed to be played, and it showed on the field tonight.
We had great ball movement, and we did a great job working as a team, and good overall win.
One reason I love this sport is because it requires a whole team to do it. So if everyone works as a team, if the defense does their part, Gold does his part, they do their part, then we can all do our part as a team and put up points and play as a family.
I think it was just a great game. We played as a family and can't ask for much more than that.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, it was a big night for you guys. Congratulations on a win.
Thank you.
And we'll see you down the road pretty soon.
Sure. Thank you.
All right, go Wolves.
Let's go Wolves.
Desert Mountain wins it, 18-4. Just a very impressive showing, a great team effort. A lot of unselfish play out there, especially on offense, for the Wolves.